My name is Derrick Osei Owusu. Other people know me as Nanase. I'm the CEO of Fit and Fine Gym with 15 years experience in both fitness and security because I've come from the British Army. My love for fitness started from British Army. When I used to run for the Army athletics team, I went on to be a PTI, which is physical training instructor. So I decided that I'll come and open a gym here for my people in Ghana for affordability, because I realized some gyms in Ghana are overcharging people. Average Ghanaian cannot go to the gym. Fit and Fine Gym is based on professionalism, affordability, customer service, and we have tailor-made programs to suit your fitness regime. At the same time, we have carefully selected equipment just to make sure you get exactly what you want in fitness. We are the only gym in Ghana that does not charge personal training. Everyone that walks through our doors is entitled for a personal trainer. Fit and Fine Gym is very, very affordable to register and be a member. You can locate Fit and Fine Gym on the Christian Village, Domipilatu Road, opposite Becky's Restaurant. We are open 24 hours from Monday to Friday. We do half day on Saturdays and we are closed on Sundays. We have locker rooms, we have toilets, we have showers, so you have no excuse to exempt yourself.
Hello viewers and welcome to another show. It's the Dentaa show as you know it, and today I'm speaking to Nanase. Nanase has been back and forth from Ghana to the UK and has finally settled in Ghana. I want to find out why he has chosen to come back to Ghana, what was the challenges that he faced in the UK, and what are the positives of moving back home to Ghana. Nanase, thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you too.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I mean, it's a pleasure having you as well.
Oh, thank you very much. We're in Ghana. We're in Achimota, right?
Achimota, yeah.
And we're in a gym, your
Yes,
gym
definitely.
instructor.
Yeah.
I want to find out more about Nanase before you move to the UK.
As you said already, my name is Nase. I'm from Ejuso in the Asante region.
Okay.
I was born in Ejuso. I was bred in Ejuso. I schooled in Ejuso.
Okay.
And I went to secondary school in Bekwai.
Okay.
I've come from a very poor of the poor family, honestly. My family is not really like well-to-do or anything, but it's by God's grace that man is where he is today.
Okay, so what were your parents doing at the time?
My mom used to own a beer bar in Ejuso, at the Ejuso station. Her name is Achuma Mansa. And my dad deals in timber in Kumasi. And there was a company called J. Monta and Sons Company Limited. So that's what they used to do.
Okay,
Yes.
so you finished secondary school?
Yes, I did finish secondary school.
And then you had an opportunity to go to
yes,
the UK?
I didn't have the opportunity. The opportunity actually came to me.
Okay, so tell me about it. Okay.
What happened is when I was in secondary school, I had a good friend called George. And George's dad used to work for Nestle Ghana Limited.
Okay.
And we were very, very good friends. Anytime the man come, he liked me for no reason. I didn't know why. And just before we finished secondary school, George was talking about him going to London after school. And at that time, honestly, my life was all over the place. I didn't know what I was going to do after school. So the man came to visit one day, and out of just jokes, I said to the man, "Oh, Dad, apparently George is going to London after school. Please, can I come?" It was literally a passing comment. I didn't take it any serious. In as much as I wanted to go, I thought he wasn't going to say
saying,
exactly.
Of course, he's going to say no,
so,
and you're just
I
going
thought he was just going to say no. And then the man was like, "Oh, really? Do you want to come?" I'm like, "Seriously, I really want to come." And the man gave me his number to give to my dad and call him. I gave this number to my dad for about 3 months. My dad had never called this man. So one time I went
Why was
home.
your dad not calling?
I don't know, because apparently I think he thought it was a joke thing, as a matter of fact. Because when I went and I told him the thing, like the way he looked at me, he's like, "Abuchi, like how?"
Yeah.
So I went home and I spoke to my dad and like, "Dad, this is serious. The man have asked me twice that you haven't called him. So what's happening?" So one time my dad picked up the phone and called the man. And whatever they spoke about, I don't know. I was in school. They came in to take me passport pictures and for passports. And literally, that was it.
How did you feel when you was on a flight for the first time?
Honestly, I've lived in Ejuso all my life, literally. Coming to Accra was like vacation and that. So from the village straight to Accra on the plane was amazing.
So it wasn't like you had, some people actually plan to go to the UK that, they're looking for greener pastures. UK is where, they know that they're going to be able to survive For you, it wasn't like that. The opportunity came to you.
Actually, the opportunity came to me, and I had to grab it because, in as much as it came to me, I had no plans. I had no control over my life because I'd had a very tough upbringing. You know, so just before I finished school, I was confused on what I was going to do after school. In as much, what was good about me in school was when it comes to sports, I excelled. I was a sports captain in my school. When it comes to athletics, when it comes to football and all that. So my dream was to play football.
Oh, okay.
Football was like my passion. Like I just wanted to play football. So even when I was leaving Ghana for London, I thought I was gonna just go and play football. And few of my friends that knew me, when they heard that I'm in London, they thought, oh, that's it. This guy is just gonna excel in football. And so that is how I got to London.
Okay. So you landed in the UK, Heathrow Airport. You've come out, and what happens?
What happened was, before we left Ghana, we were told that once we get to UK, we're going to be housed for some time. Then everyone find their way out of the place. So that was what it was in my head. I had a sister that was dealing in copper chains at that time. Yes, and they sent the copper chains to London, and she's got a friend there who sells it and bring her the money back. So she gave me a few of the copper chains to give to her friend when I get to London. So she gave me her friend's number. So we left Ghana. We got to UK. We passed immigration, we passed customs. Me thinking that we're going to be barred and maybe go to wherever we're going to take us. We got there and they said, nope, there's no place for anyone. So we have to find our way from Heathrow Airport to Dentaa.
You've never been to the UK before?
I've never even sat on a plane before. Don't even talk about UK. I've never sat on a plane in Ghana before.
So you've landed in Heathrow Airport.
Yes.
And then you're told that you have to make your own way
to my destination. And bear in mind, I had no contact in UK. The only contact I had
was a piece of paper
my sister gave to me to call that woman to give the copper chains. So I called the woman. Luckily, I had £40 on me. My uncle gave me money. So I had £40 on me. I changed it and I went to the phone booth. I called the woman. And unlucky for me, the woman was heavily pregnant. And it was December, I'm talking about December. It was cold. I remember it was snow, everywhere was snow. So I called the woman was like, she's heavily pregnant.
Were you wrapped up, by the way?
I had a suit, like my uncle's suit. And I'm talking about my uncle, I mean, may he so rest in peace, Mr. Osei. He gave me a suit, and that was like 4 times
bigger the size.
You know, so I called this woman, and the woman said she's pregnant, so she can't come out. And I couldn't tell the woman the real story because I wanted to get there first. Because in case she says no, what happens to me?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I told her I've got stuff for her and I'm in Heathrow and blah, blah, blah. So she said, all right, if I'm in Heathrow, I should get a train from Heathrow to Wood Green. And I should call her from Wood Green. She would direct me. So I asked around, and luckily I saw a policeman. And he told me where the train was. I got a train to Wood Green. I got to Wood Green, I called her.
You weren't scared approaching the policeman?
As a matter of fact, I didn't even know he was a policeman.
Oh, okay.
After talking to him, for like the greeting police. So the man showed me where the train station. I got a train to Wood Green. I got to Wood Green, I got out of the train station, called the woman again, and said I should get a bus called W3 that was going to Tottenham, White Hart Lane, Northumberland Park. So I got on the bus, and luckily for me, the bus driver was a Ghanaian. So I told the man my story, and the man was like, oh, don't worry, sit on the bus, and when we get to the place, I will let you know. So the man actually, it was the last stop of the bus. So we got there, the man showed me where it was. When I told her I'm coming from Ghana that day, she was like, how I could commute from Heathrow to Tottenham with a piece of paper.
My goodness.
And I'm like, exactly, that's what happened. But luckily for me, I felt welcome because apparently the woman knew me from when I was a kid. Because she's been friends with my sisters from when I was a kid. But I'd never seen her before. Yeah, so she was like, oh wow, Nanase, we need pound, like, wow. So I felt at home.
You felt comfortable,
so
you felt relaxed.
I'll pour my heart out to this woman.
And tell her everything, that you have no place to go.
So she's like, oh, so what about, where you know, like, I'm like, madam, if I leave this house, that's it.
You're finished.
I'm gone. So please.
It's snowing outside.
So the one was like, really? So I told her all my story. I'm just coming from Ghana. I've got nowhere to go. So she asked me how I got there. So I told her the story. That I got there based on this, based on that, based on that. She's like, you know what? Your sister is my sister. We are from the same family. So I'll house you here. And once you find your way, then we'll take it from there. So that's how I got to London And that's the first address I actually slept at.
So, okay, so now you're housed
Good.
for a while. Did you manage to get a job? What happened next?
Yes, luckily for me, the woman had, when I was leaving Ghana, because it was an exchange program, I had a working permit.
Okay.
Because the visa that was given to us was 3 months visa with work
Working
permit.
Oh, excellent.
So I had the right to
work.
work in UK.
Okay.
Good. So when I got there and I showed the woman everything, it helped me in my visa work permit.
Okay.
So that means I could work with my own name.
Excellent.
Good. That's one good step.
Yeah.
So within that same week, they found me a job at a company called PPE in Wolfram Cross.
Okay.
So I started work at Wolfram Cross. 3 weeks into the job, I came home one day and the woman was like, Nana, you have to go. So I thought I'd done something. I'm like, oh man, what have I done?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not you. Apparently she was married and they've divorced. And the government have given her the flat where I was living with her. And apparently the man is threatening because the house was actually temporary and she's not supposed to have anyone in there.
In the house.
So the woman was like, yeah, they're going to eject her because I'm there, blah, 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 because the husband is saying that the husband is actually threatening, he's going to tell the council. So I had to go. And where was I going to go?
My goodness.
My luck was I had made few friends from where I got a job. You know, so I called one of the boys that, you know what, this is my problem. Like, I have to leave this house like today.
My goodness.
So please do me a favor. And the guy was like, you know what, you are lucky because there's a guy that lives in our house, a Nigerian, that has been deported back to Nigeria. Wow. So his room is there.
It's free.
So if you can afford it, why? And I'm like, bro, now at least I'm getting paid.
Yes.
If I have to use all my pay to pay, at least I guess I'm going to put my head.
Exactly.
So the guy was like, you know what, then come.
Do you remember how much it was?
I think it was about 120 a week it was. Yes, 120 a week. And at that time, I was getting paid just about £20 to 200. So I was about 180, I remember.
Wow.
But I went there, listen to the story. I paid for the first week. It was a Thursday. I paid for the first week. So obviously the next time I would pay was the next Thursday.
Yeah.
I slept there. Sunday, I was there. There was a knock on the door. And the guys were like, Nana, you have to go. You have to go. I'm like, go where?
Yeah.
Say, yeah, the guy that got deported from London to Nigeria is back.
How?
I thought I was dreaming. I'm like, big man, no, say again. Say, yeah, the guy is back. And we don't want him to know that obviously he left and we give the place out. So you have to go like now.
What?
Because the guy has called us from the airport that he's coming. And where am I gonna go? This is like
Goodness.
my second home. This is the only place I found. And I had nowhere to go. So the next move was, you know what? I need to find a place.
Yes.
So I packed all my stuff and that place was Canning Town. So I went to Canning Town Train Station.
Did they give you some of your money back?
Nothing. They didn't give me a penny back. They didn't give. As a matter of fact, at that time, I've spent about a month and change in London. Okay. So I had about a month and change for my visa to expire as well.
Wow.
Good. So I went to Canning Town train station. I slept there that night with my stuff, and I was supposed to go to work. And because I was supposed to go to work, I had to wake up early. By the time I woke up, the train station was still shut. So I couldn't go to work that day. So I thought, okay, I need to find another way. So they have a place called left luggage where you can leave your luggage there.
Okay.
So I took out a few of the stuff that I needed and left the stuff there, paid £2. I haven't been there to collect the stuff. Yeah.
Your stuff is still...
Yes. So I left Canning Town train station and I thought, you know, I need to find a way. So I went to London Bridge because that's where I get the bus from to Wolfram Cross. So I'll get on the bus to go to work. After work, because I haven't got nowhere to go, I'll sit on the bus from London Bridge, Wolfram Cross. London Bridge, Wolfram Cross. When it's about 9 o'clock, there was a club called Afrikiko. That time it was on like Monday to Monday.
Okay.
So I thought, you know what? The best way is Afrikiko. So every night I go and pay £5 at Afrikiko just to go clubbing. So whilst I'm there, I find somewhere to put my head. So around 5 a.m. that people are leaving, I wash my armpit, wash my face, pick my rucksack, back to work. I did this for 4 months.
4 months?
Yes. 4 months.
Every single.
As a matter of fact, Afrikiko, there was a bouncer there called Ben. At some point, I was so regular that I wasn't even paying anymore. And that place was like my second home.
We have to go for a commercial break and come back. Make sure you go and have a drink, have your coffee and tea. We'll be back with more.
Imperial Homes Ghana and Great Britain has carved a niche for itself within the real estate industry as the premier provider of luxury homes in Ghana and England, with a mission to provide safe, good value, modern housing and personalized estate management services to its clients and customers. All our homes meet the Lifetime Home Standard, as well as the highest standards of engineering excellence.
Goober Card welcomes you to the land of gold, Ghana. The Goober Card is a unique loyalty card which gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts of up to 40% on goods and services. You enjoy discounts of the best of hotels, amazing restaurants, beauty lounges, spas, health centers, fashion houses and shopping centers in Ghana. The Goober Card can also be used as a prepaid Visa card with Access Bank, our partners, offering you conveniences on all payment platforms. Applications is safe, secure and valuable. Call us or WhatsApp us on 0245 156 705. Visit www.gooberdiaspora.com. Goober Card, the best discount card in Ghana.
With over 1.2 billion people, Africa is a large continent with a rapid economic growth, full of investments and business opportunities. It hosts numerous opportunities for entrepreneurs, businesses, and individuals. As Africa marches towards a better economic future, how do you become part of it? Who can you safely speak to? Where do you start? Think no further. Odana connects. We have identified the challenges people face in getting the right people and discovering the right opportunities in Africa. Odana Connects will be the platform where people and businesses seeking opportunities in Africa meet and connect like never before. Odana Connect. Join our waitlist for early access this summer at www.odanaconnect.com.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Well, some people who live in Ghana will feel as if, they need to go to the UK to experience what is there. Well, Nanase his story is quite extraordinary. And I'm still with him, and we are going to find out what happened next. Did he manage to go to college? Did he manage to find a job? Nanase, your story is just...
I know, dear. Yeah, so I did this in Africa for 4 months. I was able to accumulate a lot of money, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And because I had friends at my work.
Because you weren't paying rent for 4 months.
I wasn't paying, definitely.
So
I had friends who I was working with and going to Info college.
Okay.
So they told me how I can get into college.
Okay.
So I go into college. Honestly, I thought it was a joke thing. So I go into college. First term, the school fees, I couldn't even afford it. But God being so good, the first day that they gave me warning, that first day, the British Army came around showing us some of the things they do and all that, what you can get through the army and all that. So they organized few sporting activities, 100 meters, 200, football and all that, and everything I excelled. So they actually approached me, they're like, wow, you are a fit kid. Like, where do you come from, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm from Ghana, I was the captain of my school. They're like, you are a fit kid, you know what? When you finish school, if you want to join the army, I'm like, do I have to finish?
Can you start now?
Can I go like today? Because obviously everything they were saying was, okay, they will give you a house to live, they will pay you, they will feed you.
And you're thinking...
And bro, at that time I didn't have a dress. I had nowhere to sleep. So if someone is gonna give me a house, even if you tell me to kill, I'll kill for you. So I spoke to them, they're like, yeah, as long as you're over 16 years. I'm like, bro, I'm 19.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I'm ready now.
So they gave me their number and everything that I should call them. The next day I didn't even go to school.
You were so excited. You just wanted to...
Straight to Blackheath, to the Army Careers Office. So I went there, I'm like, I'm here. The guys were like, that was quick. I'm like, big man, let's talk. So they asked me where my passport was and everything about me. And I had everything in my pocket. So I gave it to them. They're like, I'll hear from them. Within like 2 days, they called me that everything is fine. I'm gonna go for Army selection in Pembrite.
Wow.
I was like, wow. So I went there, they're like, oh, because of the address you gave us, because I gave them the woman's address. Because of the address you gave us, we are supposed to start one tomorrow.
Okay.
But because you live that far, we can put you in this. You can be like, big man, forget address. Forget address. Like, even if you want me to start today,
I can start.
I can start today. So the guy was like, okay, you seem keen. So, okay, tomorrow, if you can go to Pembrite, I can give you a rail warrant. In the army, they give you a rail warrant for training and everything. Okay. So they gave me the rail warrant, they gave me everything. The next day I was at Pembrite. There was almost about 400 of us.
400?
Yes. A lot of guys.
Were there a lot of Ghanaians as well?
No, there was only one Ghanaian called Kakari. I remember his name quite well. Okay. So we got there, the selection, fitness-wise, everything was going on. And I remember my last race, it's called BPFA, Basic Fitness Assessment. And you do have to do 1.5 miles under 10 minutes, sorry.
Wow.
Yes, as an infantryman.
How comes you went into infantry?
Yeah, I went to infantry. It's not because I chose infantry. Because I remember when I went to the Army Careers Office, they asked me, where do I want to go? And from Ghana, all I know is Army is about war.
Yes.
So I'm like, yeah, me, the Army is about war, so I can go to war.
Yeah.
So that's why they actually put me in infantry.
Okay. Which is the hardest?
The hardest is front line.
Okay.
Okay. So we finished it. I remember when we were doing the last race, I was crying, honestly. I was running, I was crying because there were so many of us, so I didn't know whether I'm first, whether I'm like, because you are passing someone is passing.
You didn't know what was happening.
So I finished the race, and they said we have to do an interview that day to finish the whole thing, whoever has been selected. So you have to go and dress and all that. We went in one by one. And honestly, when I was sitting down there, at some point I was laughing because I knew some guys that I was stronger than. And when they come out interview room, they were laughing that you've passed. I'm like, hey, today, never. These guys can pass. I can pass.
Yes.
So I went in there, and the man was like, congratulations. Everything we did in this camp, you were second.
What?
And then I can tell you that I wasn't second because I was that good. It's because I knew that was my last. If I don't pass that, that was it.
I'm laughing, but it's actually not funny.
Exactly. So that's how I got in the army, and I went through army, what do you call it? Training.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I go to training. We're waking up 4 a.m. We wake up tabbing. We wake up with a gun. We're running and all that. Sometimes we finish and come back and go and eat at the dining hall in the army. We call it scoff house.
Yeah.
We go and eat and come back on parade. Then now people are waking up around 7.
And you're thinking to
And I'm
yourself,
thinking, we are all in training. Why am I waking up 4? And I'm waking up 7. And so I went to my sergeant. I'm like, what's happening? Are they seniors or something? He said, no, they are all under training. I'm like, so why are they waking up at 7? He said, no, because they are logistics. They are nursing corps. They are. And I'm like, can I change? And the man was like, nope.
Too late.
It's too late. You are infantry. You've signed the dotted line, so that's it. That day I wanted to cry.
You wanted to change your mind.
So this cheap thing was there, and I put myself into this. And that was what I thought, you know what? It's all right, I'll go through it. And I went through it, passed out through the army. When we were the day of passing out, there was 28 of us out of 400.
Out of 400 people.
It was 6 months grueling training. And one thing I'll tell you is, and people don't know this is between you and I couldn't swim. Most fitness tests I passed, but swimming was letting me down. So when we passed out and everyone was getting posting, they kept me in camp for me to finish swimming test. Anytime we go to the swimming pool, sometimes before I dive, I do this. You know, so one time, the army, they are good. One time they called me to go on guard, to pack everything, because I had passed out, but I was still in camp. They put everything on me to go for normal patrolling. Like patrolling means you guarding the camp.
Okay.
So I was guarding and something came on the radio that I have to come to the swimming pool area. There's an incident there. So I ran with my gun and everything to the swimming pool area to talk to my sergeant. So as we were talking around, my sergeant actually pushed me
into the swimming pool.
Into the swimming pool. The deep side, honestly. I had my gun, had everything on me. And do you know what? What they were wanting to see was how I would get out. So I got out and everyone was clapping. You have passed. Tomorrow you're going back to your station. And that's how I passed my swimming test. I passed because they wanted to know that when the time comes and you have to come out. Because that's all they need.
Come out, yes.
That's all they needed.
Yes.
And so that's how I passed. That's how I graduated and straight to Germany.
Goodness.
Yes, so I was based in Germany. And so that has been my own life.
Did you go to any wars?
I passed out in the army the year 2000. I passed out 2001. I was in Afghanistan. That's when the Afghans bombed US. Yeah,
wow.
So I was in Afghanistan 2000. That was my first operation in Afghan. So I did Afghan 2001. I did Iraq 2003. I did Kosovo, but Kosovo was more peacekeeping. And I did Northern Ireland.
Wow.
So I've been to a few places, yes.
Wow.
I've been to, through the army, I know loads of countries.
Do you think then that it's actually important for people in Ghana to experience the UK or the diaspora?
If I say it's important, that means I'm actually encouraging the young ones to go to UK.
So you wouldn't encourage them to go?
Not at all.
Not even for experience?
What I've been through, although it's made me who I am today, but it's not something I wish even on my worst enemy. Because saying it is easier, but when I was going through it, it wasn't a joke. Honestly, it wasn't a joke. Because UK is hard. I think if anyone is here and they can still start doing something and end something, you are better off being here. Honestly, because home is home.
So now you have finally settled.
Yes, I have.
You have. Are you sure?
I'm 100%.
You will not go back to the UK?
Never.
Just for holiday?
Holidays, that's it. Any other thing, not.
So what are you doing now? What's happening with Nanase?
Okay, what happened with me is got back from UK and I set up a company called Fit and Fine UK.
Okay.
Fit and Fine UK, I tackle mostly fitness stuff, i.e. people that, some people have the fitness enthusiasm to go to the gym, but sometimes they are timing, they can't go. Sometimes they are too lazy to go, they need a little bit of a push. So now I chase most people, I train them in their houses, just to let them know that you can still be in the confine of your area and still do something. You know, and Fit and Fine UK is going far because now through Fit and Fine UK, I'm the fitness coach for National Under-17 team.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean?
Excellent.
And
how did you manage to get that contract?
As a matter of fact, I wanted the Blaster team. This is what happened. I went to the stadium to watch the Blaster train, and I saw the assistant coach training the staff. Fitness-wise, and I thought that was wrong because I've lived in the UK and every team have a fitness coach. And I remember even 2 years ago when I came to Ghana, there was a coach called Afram Grant. He was in Ghana and he brought someone called Jimmy Lawrence from London. And I know Jimmy Lawrence very well because I'm a Croydon boy. We use the same gym. So I saw that and I was thinking, rah, so why is this man training the boys? So I approached one of the FA people and I'm like, okay, this is what I do. So I can train the stars, blah, blah, blah. And they said, you know what, send me something that shows what you've done. And don't forget that over the years, anytime I come to Ghana, I train teams. I've trained House of Folk before. They used to come to gym place. I've trained Heart of Lions and all that. So there's a coach called Pakwesi Fabian, who is now the current coach for the Under-17. So when I sent my CV to the Blaster, the man told me to send it through his email. So I sent it to him and I told Pakwesi that I've used your name as a referee because you know what I've done in Ghana, blah, blah, blah. And Pakwesi was, Nanase, are you in Ghana? And I'm like, yes. So you know what, please come to Pram, let's talk. I'm like, is it that agent? Said, please come. So I went there and he told me what happened with Ghana against Mali because apparently they went to play a tournament in Gabon and Ghanaian boys were bullied by the Malians. So I came home with the video and thought, oh wow, they need a lot of fitness. So I spoke to coach what I saw and everything and it's like, no, Nanase, I can't give it to anyone. You do it. I'm sure once the FA see what's done, they will be able to say, you know what, let's give this guy the contract. So this is how I got into the Under-17. And honestly, it's been good. So now I'm doing the Under-17, I'm doing Fit and Fine UK, and I'm doing Gymplex. Now I'm setting up a big gym, Gymplex-wise, around the Christian Village area. I'm trying to bring the first 24-hour gym in Ghana.
And has it been worthwhile?
Very. The money-wise, how my passion for the job, and the fact that I meet different people all the time.
So what would you advise, you know, the Ghanaian that's in the UK struggling, doing their cleaning, doing their nursing, doing their doctoring? What would you advise them about coming back home?
My advice would be, you know, Ghana is a developing country. You know, and one thing I've realized is that any idea that you have, you can still bring it home because it's developing. So we need everyone. We need everything. Like the idea I brought in, I mean, about Fit and Fine, about Gymplex and all that. I used to come to Ghana, I shop around and realize what I can do, what I will enjoy doing. And don't forget that because it's developing, we need everything. We need everything. You know, and because we need everything, whatever idea you come in here for, all you have to do is believe in yourself and keep pushing. You see, once you keep pushing, you excel. But if you come, definitely you're going to go struggles. I'm not going to sit here and make it look all glossy. Yes, you're going to go through things. You're going to go through struggles. But all it is you keeping the faith and believing that, you know, I will make it work. If you think you'll make it work, it will definitely work.
But if you had anything that you could change about Ghana, what would you change?
Time. One thing I would change about Ghana is time.
Hase, thank you very much for joining me on the show.
Thank you too.
You've been
It's a
very
pleasure.
inspiring. I'm sure that you will inspire a lot of people to come back home and
Definitely.
to settle, especially those that have been coming back and forth that are unsure.
Yes.
This time they'll think, oh, actually, you know what? Nanase has been able to make it. I can do the same as well.
Definitely.
Thank you, viewers, for joining me on the show. We'll catch you the same time, same place next week. God bless.